Welcome to this special edition of the show. We have with us tonight former Governor of Alaska Sara Palin. Welcome.
It is great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Why don't you share with us why you're here tonight?
Well, I am here tonight to talk about a very important issue to all Americans. That issue is public education.
Well, we know conservatives are not going to back a national overhaul, costing billions of dollars of additional spending. Please share what you think the problem is and how you propose we solve the problem of public education.
Instead of sharing what I think, I'll share the opinion of a sociologist, Pernevlon Ellis from Chicago, Illinois.
Why should we care about his thoughts on public education in America?
Here's a pretty smart dude, that's why.
Is that so? Please share what you know of his thoughts.
According to Mr. Ellis, traditionally, educating young people has been the responsibility of the family, religion, formal schools and to some extent the mass media. However, there appears great interest in the education gap between the haves and have-not in the United States. There's no shortage of material discussing the attainment gap specifically between black and white students. This is where the problem with educating urban black children begins.
So, this is about urban public schools?
No, this is not simply a problem of urban public school. However, according to the Census Bureau, 79% of the population of the United States resides in what they define as urban places. This means that if the urban areas are very large or otherwise, this is the place to start reforming public schools.
I see.
Since the civil rights movement of the middle of last century, many scholars have tracked the success and failure of blacks in education. Most of the effort has focused on whether or not blacks have closed the gap between the attainment of themselves and their white American peers. Today's work is highly specialized, requiring some form of education beyond high school for most people. Community colleges, private schools offering courses at night, on the weekends and online are providing a great deal of training for today's professional. This is causing traditional colleges and universities to change centuries-old methods of doing business.
Besides what is being done already, what does Mr. Ellis propose?
First, public high schools can partner with local colleges and universities to give young people access to master teachers in the disciplines that people are lacking knowledge and skill at rates comparable to young people in other advanced societies. For instance, college-bound youth can learn through practice what it takes to succeed in college by taking developmentally appropriate college courses in core areas. After taking 3 years of math and English courses, it is safe to say a student has achieved some level of mastery in these areas that has prepared them for what they'll see in college. At the end of the junior year in high school, students can take placement tests in the core areas to determine the appropriate level of courses they can take at a local college or university. They can opt out of the classes offered at their local high school and take the appropriate course at a nearby college or university. This accomplishes two valuable goals. First, advanced students can be trained at their most developmentally appropriate level. This allows them to take their proper place amongst their peers and be challenged in ways high school teachers are unable to challenge them. This gives them the knowledge, skills, and experience first-year college students learn about the transition from high school to college. Second, students who need remedial courses in areas such as math or English composition can take the appropriate remedial course, or courses, at a community college or university, as these institutions have courses in place to help students develop the knowledge and skills that will help them achieve at the college level. This will help raise the bar for mediocre students by giving them the opportunity to develop and compete with their age-appropriate peers entering colleges and universities.
Some would suggest that these ideas appear absurd.
Absurd as people at the fringe of social and political thought impacting the development of policies well beyond their level of expertise. A latent function of this proposed partnership between colleges and universities will be to reduce the workload of high school teachers by allowing them to focus on building the knowledge and skills of students in mostly the core areas of academic knowledge. This is where certified teachers excel mostly anyway. A reduced teaching load of advanced courses could create smaller class sizes for freshmen and sophomore students, allowing for more attention from teachers.
If we sent seniors to community colleges and universities to receive part or all of their final year of high school, does this put undue financial burdens of municipalities and parents?
The answer to this question is a resounding no. The money budgeted for instruction of high school seniors taking college courses can be transferred to the local college or university in the form of a tuition voucher championed by many people with regards to educational reform anyway.
At the end of the day, social problems require people to think outside the box. If the established methods of educating young people are not working to the degree that we deem acceptable, then we need creative solutions aimed at ameliorating these problems. Thank you for joining us for this special program, Mrs. Palin.
Thank you for having me.